Greetings everyone, this is Mike Wright, the Astro Sherpa, dropping in with a special report. Wow, here we go. We got less than a week before the next eclipse, and that's going to be a solar eclipse in the sign of Gemini. And right now the moon just came into Aries, so this is going to give, we're going to feel our ego get a boost from our inner emotions. And the moon came through over the last week. It met up with Pluto in Capricorn, Saturn in Aquarius, Jupiter in Pisces, and last but not least, Neptune in Pisces. So this was the three major planets and their father. In Greek mythology, you had Saturn and the three sons who split up the world. Pluto ruled the underworld, Jupiter ruled Mount Olympus, and Neptune ruled the oceans. So the moon has picked up the vibe of these archetypes. So Pluto is the massive change we're experiencing in our reality, all the old structures being torn down, and the parts of our personalities that no longer work. That's what we're shedding. Saturn went retrograde last week, so this is us. All of our structures have been challenged to see if it can handle the new energy. If not, we're being asked to shore up and firm up our foundations. Take a look at the structures in your life and make sure that they're capable of handling the new potential energy coming. So this is this new vibration we're feeling is expanding our awareness out into the universe. You'll notice in the news we're gonna see a lot more about unidentified aerial phenomena, aka UFO, unidentified outer beings, space. We're becoming aware more and more that we are not the only game in town. So we need to open our minds, and there's going to be a lot of disclosure coming, and maybe this solar eclipse, which is a ring of fire, is going to be the opening to us to higher dimensions of understanding. In the meantime, our reality is going to feel like a roller coaster. So today, with the moon right here conjuncting Chiron, the wounded healer, this is the Maverick energy. Our ego is going to feel like piercing the veil of darkness that was foisted upon our reality. So we are going to start seeing with Neptune over here sending good energy to Mars in Cancer. This is us with a deep understanding of what has happened in our reality and the darkness, the lies, the corruptions. We've been talking about this. You can see my past videos. So there's a lot we have to deal with. And this Mercury retrograde, you'll see down here, Mercury went retrograde a couple days ago, and this is giving our mind a chance to finish up this new understanding of what's coming. And this is higher mental energy so that we can process things faster and use our left brain and right brain simultaneously. That will give us the ability to be more empathetic, more reasoning, balance the two. We're getting signals for both logic and intuition at the same time right now during this retrograde. And what's interesting, when the moon meets up with the sun for the solar eclipse on the 10th, Mercury's right there as well. So let's go back here. It's about 7 a.m. So I'm going to show you a higher perspective of this, and you're going to see, why this is called a Mercury Cazimi, where the sun burns out Mercury. This is our mental process getting a total reset. So we will be feeling, probably a lot of nervous, high tension. If you have any pains or wounds still left in your body, this is going to vibrate and you're going to feel it. So really try to understand where your pain's coming from and ground it out, release it, because there's no use for that anymore. So once this solar eclipse happens, this will be us, this is the gateway. So those who are moving forward with their new personalities can take advantage of all the fertile energy out there. And Uranus over here is coming, it's going to meet up with Saturn, in square. And that's going to be, our higher minds are going to come to a more reasonable understanding of what happened, what transpired in the past. So, the power, corruption, lies players will be held accountable. So let's take a look at what is a Mercury retrograde. So as we take a look here from the universe's perspective, the sun and Mercury, here's the moon and the earth, and this is for the solar eclipse. Now if we back this up a little bit, let's go so right about here. If you watch Mercury, when it comes closest to the earth, that's when it starts to look like it goes backwards from our point of view. So if you watch this, we'll speed it up here and then reverse it. Boom. So by this time, Mercury's cleared its shadow and started to move forward. So around July 1st, our new minds will be ready for the 4th of July weekend. And this should be a lot of interesting energy. But back to the retrograde. So if we watch this, it's kind of like, whee. So this is when Mercury's closest to the earth, we feel that energy intensely. And this affects communications, transportation, our logical thinking, anything to do with mental processing. Somehow this electromagnetic energy is intensified. And this time, you see right here, the moon will be in between the earth, Mercury and the moon, and the sun. So that's going to be a big energetic reset where those who have a veil in front of them, that veil will be lifted and they will have a new understanding of what has happened in our reality and what is illusion and what is reality. So back to our regular chart here. So when we see this alignment, Venus and Mars, they're both in Cancer. So this is us with a deep understanding of our initiatives and where we're going to put out that energy. And that's mainly focused on our deep sacred feelings of spirituality, as that's being fed from Jupiter over here in Pisces. And Venus is going to give us, a feeling of loving ourselves again, this new self where we are more compassionate and we respond instead of react. So a lot to talk about, and we'll keep sending videos as this plays out. Hope everyone's well. Astro Sherpa out.